Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back. Just me today, so flying solo in terms of modifications, so bear with me. If you're new to class, my name is Corey, and I'm a physical therapist with UCSD. And if you're here, you're joining us for our bi-monthly exercise class. So welcome. If you are a familiar face, welcome back. For today, we won't need any equipment like usual, mostly focusing on amplitude, so moving bigger, as well as some specific kind of postural cues and exercises. So we have our warm-up, our aerobic block, our focus on posture and strengthening, as well as our big movements, and then our cool down, okay? So if balance is tricky for you, again, not the main focus of today's class. So you can do all of these exercises in a chair. Everything pretty much transitions pretty easily. If not, once we get to kind of the more dynamic movements, I can kind of show you what those would look like in the chair. If you're standing and you feel like you need something for your balance, just position yourself next to a chair or use the wall or something. So then that way you can be nice and stable while we work on our posture. Okay, so with that being said, I want everyone to start, whether you're sitting or standing, you're gonna try to reset and get good upright posture. So if you are positioned close to a wall, you could stand in front of your wall to help kind of give you that cue to stand up nice and tall. Think about kind of pulling that string up from the top of your head or the crown of your head to make you grow taller. And you wanna start there, okay? The first one we're going to do is we're just going to warm up our shoulders. So I want you to think about taking nice big circles with those shoulders in the backwards direction. We're going to do 10. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. In between these exercises, recheck that posture. Make sure you're still up nice and tall. That head is up. You're not looking down at the ground and shrinking at your hips, okay? All right, next one, we're just gonna work on squeezing those shoulder blades back together. So think about squeezing pencil between your shoulder blades. That's 1, 2, and you can have your elbows bent or straight. 3, and just hold it for a couple seconds. See what that feels like. 4, to have those shoulders back and that head and chest up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Next one we're going to do is called the chin tuck. If you're familiar with these, then you might already know how to do it. For those of you who aren't, or you need a reminder, I'm going to turn sideways. So if your head tends to come forward, and I'm exaggerating, but some of us, our heads do come this far forward, we're going to work on trying to bring that back by pulling our chin kind of back and down. So you can see from my profile, again, we're going here, and I'm pulling it back. It's not going back. So I'm not bringing my chin up. I'm not trying to bring my head back. I'm trying to retract my chin. So you're gonna work on that. So we'll stand here, pull back into that chin tuck. So you're giving yourself a double chin, which no one likes. And then you're gonna relax. That's 1. Pull back. 2. So we're trying to reverse that forward head. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And with that one, you might feel some strain in the back. You might feel some strain kind of in through your ears, in through your neck, just depending on where your tightness is and what your posture looks like. Okay, next we're gonna move into some movement with our arms. So the first one, I want you to reach high up over your head, and then we're just gonna open nice and big. So again, trying to grow taller, head up, chest up, reach up and out. That's 2, up, 3, up, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, the next one we're gonna do, you're gonna reach up again, but this time I want you to turn like you're reaching back, so my head is following with my hand, okay? I'm reaching up, rotating a little bit. 1, we'll switch sides, up and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Okay. Next one we're going to do is we're just going to reach side to side. So we're going to start to open up our trunk a little bit more. Again, sitting or standing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, check on your posture. Make sure you're still up and back. Next one we're gonna do is the twist. So we're gonna start with those arms open. Make sure you come back to the center T position with that head up, chest up, chin down. We're gonna rotate. 1, and open. 2, open. 3, open. 4, open. 5, open. 6, open. 7, open. 8, open. 9, open. 10, open. Hold, good upright posture. Squeeze those shoulders down and together. Good. Okay, the next part, we're gonna do just a little bit more warming up, okay? So I want you to think about trying to move faster as we go along. So we're gonna start with just 30 seconds. Let me get this. Thought I had this saved. Okay, so we're just gonna start marching, okay, for 30 seconds. See if you can start moving faster as we start to proceed. This is gonna be just a quick little 2-minute warm up. So we'll just start with that marching. Right now my hands are at my side. All right, now for our next block of 30 seconds, you are going to work on, oh, come on, big arm swings. So now we're going to get the arms involved, okay? Here we go. So you're trying to go opposite. And again, if you can go faster, go a little bit faster as we start to warm up. Okay, good. Next one, you're going to work on punching while tapping your heels. Again, 30 seconds. Here we go. So punch, dig those heels down and kick them out in front. And again, as you get the movement down, get your balance, try to move a little bit faster. All right, very good. Next one, we're going to work on taking the side steps. So you're going to step sideways and reach out, okay? 30 seconds, here we go. So step, reach, step, reach. And hopefully you can feel your body warming up a little bit. All right, so you should be all warmed up. Next, we're going to move into our aerobic block. So for this one, we're going to do 3 rounds. We're going to have 1 minute in between those rounds. And we're going to do 45 seconds of work plus a 15-second transition period. So don't worry about any of the numbers. I'll keep track of that. But just to give you an idea of what we're doing. In between those rounds, when we have that 1 minute round reset, if you want to, you can continue marching or you can take a rest break for that minute. So we'll kind of leave it up to you depending on where you're at. Again, for these, pretty easy to transition. If you're doing them in sitting or standing, you're going to do the same thing, okay? So the first one I'll kind of show you first. We're going to work on good, big walking. So I really want you to exaggerate taking that big step forward as you're moving. And you can see I'm moving kind of slow, which is fine. I want the feet apart and I want that big step moving forward. If you don't have a lot of space, then just work on kind of a step forward, step back, step forward, step back. So that's what it'll look like even if you're sitting, okay? All right, I'm gonna get my timer started so it can keep us on track for this aerobic block. Okay, so again, you're taking that big step forward, exaggerating that movement. Your head should be up. I don't want you looking down at the floor if you don't have to. Now I'm running out of space, so I'm going to challenge myself to walk backwards. You can turn around and walk forward, okay? Okay, so we're going big steps, making sure one foot is passing the other. Good. All right. Now we're just going to move into weight shifts. I'm not moving my feet. My feet are staying planted. I'm keeping my base wide, and I'm just reaching in each direction, really shifting. Here we go. So reach and reach. And keep that base of support nice and wide.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. All right, take a rest. Now we're going to work on taking a big step forward, back, forward, back, and then backwards, forward, backwards, forward, okay? So step, come back, forward step, come back, backward step, come back, backward step, come back. So one foot and then the other. And I want you to keep up those big steps. Don't let them get small. If you have to go a little slower than me in order to keep those steps big, keep them big. That's the theme of the class today. All right, next we're going to do some boxing. So there's going to be 3 different moves. We're going to do a forward jab, uppercut, uppercut, and then cross, cross. Okay? Okay, so forward jab, uppercut, uppercut, cross, cross. Okay? Jab, jab, upper, upper, cross, cross. Jab, jab, upper, upper, cross, cross. Jab, jab, uppercut, uppercut. I reverse that. Cross, cross. Jab, jab, uppercut, uppercut. Cross, cross. Jab, jab, uppercut, uppercut, cross, cross. Jab, jab, uppercut, uppercut, cross, cross. Now is your time. If you want to, you can sit and rest for a minute. If you don't need that rest and you want to keep moving, then I want you to march. So march as tall and as fast as you please. Again, you can do this in sitting or standing, to keep moving. But again, if you need the rest break, then please take it. We have 2 more of these rounds to work on. We'll do a couple of them slightly different just to change it up. All right, we're going to go back into our big walking. So make those steps nice and big. Bring those feet apart. Making sure one foot passes the other. Halfway through. Make sure you're not forgetting about your posture. Keep that head up and that chest up. Okay, next we're going to move into our weight shifts. But now I want you to think about kind of waddling like a duck, okay? So we're going to keep our legs moving or like a pendulum on a clock. All right, here we go. So I'm weight shifting side to side. Halfway through. Again, make sure that you're shifting equally side to side. you're holding onto a chair for your balance, that's okay too.
Three, two.
Okay, take your rest. Now we're going to move into our forward and backward steps. This time we'll take a step forward, middle, back, middle, forward, middle, back, middle. Okay? So step, come back, backward, same foot, come back. Switch foots, feet, back, come back. Forward, back, back, center. Forward, center, back, center.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. Again, keep those feet, your standing foot planted. Get your weight shifting. Keep those steps big. Big upright posture. All right, next one is our boxing. We'll stick with that same sequence. So that forward jab, uppercut, uppercut, cross, cross, okay? Won't change that one. Okay, so jab, jab, uppercut, uppercut, cross, cross. Jab, uppercut, uppercut, cross, cross. Jab, jab, uppercut, uppercut, cross, cross. Jab, jab, uppercut, uppercut, cross, cross. Put a little power into your punches, like you're actually trying to make contact with something. Jab, jab, uppercut, uppercut, cross, cross. Jab, jab, uppercut, cross, cross. All right, so now is that 1 minute round reset. So you can march or you can sit and take your rest break. I'm gonna opt to keep moving. And then we got one more round. And about 20 more seconds of your resting or your marching. And we will finish up with this block. All right, so start with your nice big walk. Keeping that head up and your chest up. Halfway through. Okay, we're gonna go back into our weight shifts. This time you're gonna reach over your head. So you're coming kind of to that same side instead of opposite, okay? Or I guess same side overhead. Okay, here we go. So just over, 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 over. I'm still shifting. My feet aren't stepping. I'm just pivoting to get that weight shift. Halfway through. Okay. Next, for our forward and backward stepping, I want you to take a big step forward. We're going to add sideways, then backwards, then sideways. So you're walking in a square, okay? Pick one direction, stick with it, and then we'll switch. So big step, big step, big step. Keep up that square. If you notice that your square is getting smaller, the more you practice, aim for some visual targets. Let's go reverse. Just to change up your brain. But as I was saying, aim for those visual targets on the floor so your square stays the same size.
3, 2.
Okay, next we got our boxing to finish. So we'll start with that jab, jab, uppercut, cross. And hopefully you guys have that series down now. So I'm going to not say it. Just going to do the moves. But to help keep yourself on target, you can say them out loud so you remember the sequence. Halfway through. Cross, cross. All right. Take a rest. Take a break. Get rid of our timer. So you can catch your breath. You can take a drink of water or have a seat if you've been standing. That would be a good time. All right. So I'm going to move into the chair now because I want to focus on sit to stands. If you guys have taken classes before, you know that's a big one that we like to work on. If you are standing and you don't have a chair available, you can just do squats. Okay, so a squat is just you're in a standing position, you're coming down and standing up, right? Same principles apply. I want you to keep those feet nice and wide apart to give yourself a stable base. We're going to do 10 of these as the start of our strength block, and then we'll move into some other postural strengthening exercises, okay? So you're going to lean forward, come all the way up, stand up tall, head up, chest up. As you know, that's our theme of our class. Good control, sit back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need to use your arms, 5 to help get you up, please do, but really work on those legs. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. If you were sitting before, you can stay sitting. If you were standing, stay standing. We're now going to work on some postural strengthening. So I want you to lean forward a little bit at the hips. Again, feet stay wide apart. I'm just leaning forward a little bit to come against gravity a little bit more. So I'm leaning forward and I'm going to imagine I'm holding on to dumbbells or some sort of weight or even resistance band. And then I'm going to squeeze those shoulder blades up and back and really squeeze and then relax. Notice my chin as well. So when I'm looking up at the camera, yes, I'm going to be up like this. But if you're at home, you're going to pick out something neutral to focus on so you have good posture. So you're not contributing to that forward head and that rounded posture, okay? So good Hinge at the hips, leaning forward, pulling. 1, neutral spine. 2, 3, 4. Make sure you keep your abs in tight too. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Okay. Next, you're going to come more upright. Again, you're against the wall. That's perfect. If not, I want you to try to stay up and back as best you can. And we're going to work on kind of goalposts, right? So I'm coming down into, I guess, more of a W. So I'm coming down to a W, squeezing, and then coming up into a Y. Down, 2, and reach, 3. And as I'm reaching, I'm also doing a little bit of press. 4, to get your serratus involved. 5, 6, 7. Make sure that chin is neutral. 8. You should already be feeling these in those muscles. 9, 10. Very good. We'll take a little rest break, shake out those shoulders. And then next we're going to move into some heel raises. So use your chair if you need to for your balance. Again, if you're sitting, that's fine too. You're just going to push up onto your heel, or sorry, onto your toes as high as you can. So push, hold, and then slowly lower and control that. You see how your weight wants to go backwards? We don't want to go backwards. So push up, hold, slow lower, control that shift. Good. 2, slow lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Okay, last one we're going to do. We're going to hold our arms up like a cactus or that goalpost, and then you're going to work on rotating. So you're trying to keep that posture up and back, and then we'll go the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. We'll shake out those shoulder blades, and then we're going to start that block from the top. We're going to do a second round. So I'll let you catch your breath. I'm going back to the sit to stands, or you can do the squats. Okay, so again, good quality, good movements, trying to focus on your legs doing those movements, okay? We have 10s. We're leaning forward, coming up tall to my good posture we've been practicing, and slow and controlled down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Okay. Moving back into position for our rows. So again, hinging forward, getting against gravity to activate more. Head in neutral position, spine, and then pulling up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knees soft too. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew, good. So again, you should be feeling those if you're activating, especially since we changed the angle. Okay, so next is our W, kind of into our Y, okay? So we'll start down, we'll reach and kind of press. 1, and down, squeeze. 2, press. 3, squeeze. 4, press, squeeze. 5, press, squeeze. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we'll move on to our heel raises. So again, good controlled movement, coming up, holding with that slow lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lost my balance. 10. Okay, and then we're going to finish with our cactus arms here and our rotation. So hold here, good upright posture. 1, middle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, very good. All right, I'm going to go back to my chair, and I'm going to show you 2 different variations for this little sequence that we're going to do, okay? So if you are sitting, I want you to have those feet nice and wide apart, and you're going to work on sitting up nice and tall. And then I want you to work on kind of reaching overhead. Good. And then that's going to prompt you to get more upright. And then you're going to work on turning in your seat. So I want you to step, step. So this will work if you don't have a chair with arms. If you have a chair with arms, you're just going to be kind of on a diagonal, which is okay too. And then I'm going to step, step around, and then go the other way and back around. Now, if you're standing, we're going to start in this sitting position. You're going to reach up tall for your posture prompt, and we're also going to turn. So I want you to step, step, make sure you are perpendicular to that chair. Come back, step, 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 step. The opposite way, come back. Now make sure you're squared up, and then we're going to sit down. So you can see I reached my hands back to guide me back into that chair. You can also get close enough that you can feel the chair behind your legs, okay? And that's going to help you land. All right, let's do that again. So I'm reaching forward and up. Now I'm going to step, step, perpendicular, step, step. I'm squared, step, step, perpendicular, step, step. You should be squared up with your seat. Reach those hands back if you need to, and good controlled sit. Let's try 2 more of those. So forward, up, good posture, step, step. And again, you should be doing this in 2 steps. Step, step. So I'm pointing my toe in the direction that I'm moving, and that's helping me square up. Okay, squared up again, reach back, sit. Again, forward, good upright. We're gonna step, 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 step. Come back to the center, reach back and sit. So if you have a hard time getting in and out of chairs, if you have a hard time sitting directly into the chair, that is a very good sequence that you can start practicing to help work on those things. So slow it down, big steps, work on those turns, either sitting or standing, okay? Okay, not much time for a little bit of a cool down, but that's okay. First thing, I just want you to work on opening that chest so you can reach behind your back and kind of open up. A lot of active work for our chest today. We're gonna hold it. Good. And then we're gonna come back. I'm just gonna tilt my neck, keeping my shoulder down and out of my ear. Good. And then upright. And then switch. Good. We'll kick one foot out in front. You can do it the same way in standing, and I'm going to hinge forward at my hips just to stretch out the back of our legs. And then come back and switch. Same thing. Out the back of the legs. And come back. And finally, just want you to think about that good upright posture that we worked on all day or all class. Hopefully, as you move forward into the rest of the day, all of those postural muscles will be turned on. You'll be able to keep nice and upright moving forward. Okay? All right, everyone. Thank you, as always, for joining me. I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.